Hey, what's up, guys? It's Let's Talk NBA back here. Devin here. I'm going to be doing a new NBA lottery mock draft. I did one about 2 months ago, and I got a new one here after the lottery results. We saw many teams move up and down, surprisingly, in the uh, new stakes for each team. As you saw, the Pelicans grab the number one spot, Lakers get the fourth. That was crazy. New York fell from 1 to 3. Cleveland and Phoenix, who had the second and third best odds, both fell to 5 and 6. And a lot of people think there's a drop off after the top three guys, which I think there is, but you can't just say these other guys don't have potential or couldn't be almost better than some of those guys. Like, it's too early to tell, but I'm excited for this mock draft, and please subscribe, spread the word about this channel. I'm trying to get to grow. It's steady right now, I guess. But yeah, also follow my Instagram at Let's Talk NBA 123. I post live videos all the time during the NBA playoffs. But here we go. So number one pick, pretty obvious. I'd say the Pelicans get their next franchise player in Zion Williamson. Hopefully, if they trade AD, some people are saying, oh, maybe AD will stay now with the addition of Zion, but I don't believe that at all. And I think there's a report that came out that said AD still wants to be traded. Yeah, Zion, he's a freak of nature. He's something that they can build around. I think he can be a 20 and 10 guy immediately when he steps on the floor for the Pelicans. I think they got to maybe trade Drew Holiday and just have younger assets grow with Zion, with the assets you can acquire from Anthony Davis and the assets you can acquire with Drew Holiday, and that can start something up for New Orleans. I'm really happy for this franchise. They haven't had much success, and their best player now wants out. But, I mean, it's cool that they got the number one pick. I would suggest maybe that I'm exploring a package with the Knicks or Lakers for a third or fourth pick. Maybe they can get RJ in there, Zion and RJ reunited, and other assets as well. That's just an idea I have. But yeah, Zion, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Watch the guy, his highlights at Duke. He showed much more than just being a mixtape phenom. And yeah, number one pick. I'm very excited to watch him in the NBA. So number two, the Memphis Grizzlies, who moved up also. And I have them taking Ja Morant, point guard out of Murray State. Ja, I kind of followed him through the year, and everyone kind of figured out who he was by March Madness when he just went off against Marquette. But yeah, this would be a perfect spot for Memphis. Get their next air point guard and Mike Conley. They got to trade Conley, I think, pretty quickly after that. While they can get some value out of him. But maybe they can both play together for a little bit. Who knows? I mean, I just like the pick for Memphis to have John and Jaren Jackson together. That could be a very hot and extremely talented dynamic duo to build their new team around. So then we got three, the New York Knicks. They wanted Zion so bad on that number one pick, but I got them taking RJ Barrett. I know he's not Zion, but he could definitely be a great scorer in this league. He's got that mindset. He could be a great third option if Kyrie and Kitty do go there off the ball. That could help his game a lot, and he could be traded in a deal for AD. Who knows? But yeah, RJ Barrett, flat out scorer. He's a little inconsistent shooting sometimes, but shooters shoot, and I think he could develop into something really special. If not, he can be a very good other option for teams with other stars around him. Now, with the top three guys off the board, this is where it gets very, very interesting. So the Lakers move from 11 to 4, which is just crazy. If they would have had the number one pick, that would have been crazy. That would have been so, I don't even know what I would have done. But they still got 4. It's another asset for them to package to get AD or maybe even just another superstar. So, just thinking who I'd give the Lakers at 4 if they didn't trade the pick and kept him, I think they would maybe take Jared Culver, the wing from Texas Tech, who was a very special player we saw during March Madness. They're kind of weak at that shooting guard position. He could be a great spot there for them. He's a great player at Texas Tech. We saw it, and he's got potential and could grow again next to LeBron. Just the thing with the Lakers is I don't think you want all these young guys with LeBron. I don't think you want them growing with him. You usually want young guys growing together all around each other. That's why the Lakers were in a good position to the rebuild without LeBron there. Obviously, their team gets better when LeBron's added there, but LeBron plays better with other veterans usually. So, yeah, I mean, I think this pick will be used as an asset somehow, but if they keep it, Jared Culver would be a great pick to fill that shooting guard spot. So the fifth pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers fell down. I have them taking DeAndre Hunter, the forward from Virginia. Could be a great two-way star in this league. He saw him go off in the national championship game. He's still relatively young, could develop into something special. And, I mean, Cleveland, I think, just got to get a wing here. They don't really need a point guard Sexton, and I don't know what they're going to do with Love. But I think DeAndre Hunter would be a good fit here for the Cleveland to take. Now at 6, the Phoenix Suns, who had one of the best odds too when they fell all the way down here. Everyone wanted Ja and Devin Booker pairing, which would have been very cool to see. And I think they could maybe go after a point guard in free agency, maybe a Terry Rozier, maybe a D'Angelo Russell if Kyrie goes to the Nets, where there's been some reports now. But if none of that happens, then I'm going to have Phoenix Suns taking Darius Garland from Vanderbilt. He only played a couple games due to a season-ending injury, but he showed a lot of potential. He could be a very good player next to Booker and help create for others. He's young. He can grow with his young, super young assets all the Suns have, and hopefully that Suns rebuild, they start getting more wins and are not in the top 5 of the lottery every year, how it's been for so long now. I hope they can make a jump this year. Then at 7, the Chicago Bulls, who also fell. I think they had the fifth best odds before. They fell to 7 here, and they need a point guard. It sounds like they're not happy with Chris Dunn as a starter. They still have Levine, Otto Porter, and then Lowry and Wendell, the rest of the starting lineup. So, point guards are weakest position, and they're not happy with Chris Dunn. So why don't you take Kobe White? He'd be very cool to see in a Bulls uniform. He'd pick up the pace for a team, create for others. He showed he can shoot the ball pretty well too, and they can grow with these guys as well. I think it'd be the next best point guard, and you got to take him here, and I think it would be a good pick for the Chicago Bulls. Then at 8, Atlanta has 2 picks in the lottery. I have Atlanta taking Cam Reddish. I think he would fit very well in Atlanta with the 3-point base team that they're trying to build there. He's got potential to be a two-way star maybe. A lot of people doubt him after Duke. Look like, he's not going to be anything in the NBA. He's still got a lot of potential. I'm not a huge fan of him. I haven't, watched enough tape on him and everything to scout what he could be. But from what I have seen, he could be a two-way star for Atlanta and could fill in that small forward position, which I don't know how confident they are in keeping Taurean Prince. Then at 9, I have the Washington Wizards. Have to take a flyer here. John Wall probably out for the whole season. They're going to be probably not that good again with just Bradley Beal, and probably will be close in lottery again. Why not swing for the fences and take a guy with a boomer bust potential and Bull, the center from Oregon. I love this kid. He's so fun to watch. Manute Bolt's son, and I wish he could have played longer and didn't have that foot injury. That's the big issue here, the foot thing. But he has the potential to maybe be an Embiid kind of player, or he could be a bust and be like Greg Oden, one or the other. I think the Wizards just got to swing for the fences here, and Bol would be very cool to see in Washington, especially when John Wall maybe returns and they have to keep him, and that'd be a very cool pairing if he ends up being good with Bradley Beal and John Wall. Now at 10, Atlanta's second pick here in the lottery. They fill that small forward position. I think they need a big to go with John Collins, and I like Jackson Hayes, center from Texas. He's very long, wingspan. He could be a great defensive player for Atlanta. Their offense is around Trae Young, John Collins, and Kevin Huerter, and Jackson Hayes could be a guy that could be their rim protector and could have a lot of potential, as we saw Mo Bamba last year at Texas, and Jackson Hayes could be that guy for Atlanta. At number 11, we got Minnesota Timberwolves. I think for sure they need to take a power forward here to pair with Towns. And I have them taking Brandon Clark from Gonzaga. He was so fun to watch in the tournament. And today I looked at the combine and he just dominated it. And I really like what he could be in the NBA. He's a special player and could be a very nice pairing next to Towns. I'd say that they need to get someone to be their second go-to guy with Wiggins not really proving it yet. But I don't think there's anyone here that could really be that unless you want to take another flyer. That will be the next pick I'll be talking about. Brandon Clark, I think would be a very great pairing with Towns. Then here at 12, I have the Charlotte Hornets, and this is the flyer pick. Sekou Doumbouya. Sorry, I probably butchered that name. The kid, everyone raves about him, that he could be very special. Another boomer bust guy, Why not take a chance for the Hornets, who are probably going to be one of the worst teams next year if Kemba and Jeremy Lamb leave? And why not swing for the fences to take guys a lot of potential? That's what the Bucks did, and look what it turned out for them. in the Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah, I think Charlotte could definitely explore taking this guy here at 12, and I will learn his name soon, exactly how to say it. And at 13, the Miami Heat, I'm taking Nazir Little from North Carolina. His measurables lined up very well with Jaylen Brown. I'm not saying he's going to be Jaylen Brown, but he could be a two-way player for Miami, fill that small forward position a little bit. Yeah, he's got a lot of potential. He didn't play a lot off in North Carolina for some reason, but he's young, and yeah, he's got a long way to go, but why not take a stab here at the Heat? And then 14, Boston Celtics here at the end of the lottery. They have, I think they have 2 other first-round picks. I have them taking. I couldn't decide between Hachimura from Gonzaga or P.J. Washington, but now thinking about it, I think I'd put P.J. Washington there, a guy that could play power forward or center, and showed he has a very good offensive game now. And the center is an issue with Boston. Aaron Baines isn't that anything special. Al Horford's getting up there in age. Hachimura would be a little too small, and he's more of a thing going to be a power forward or a small ball center. But yeah, I like P.J. Washington and the Boston at 14. So that's my videos, guys. The NBA mock draft lottery. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I'm sure I'll make another one before the draft comes on June 20th. Very excited how these players are heating up. As a Bucks fan, I hope they can get to the finals, and I really want to play the Warriors and see what happens. But yeah, guys, please like and subscribe, comment. Let me know what else you guys want me to post for other videos. Please follow my Instagram at Let's Talk NBA 123. Spread the word, guys, please. If you love this content, hit that subscribe button and spread it to your words. This is Devin. See you later, guys.